Serum creatinine is an important indicator for judging the degree of kidney damage. The higher the blood creatinine value, the higher the degree of kidney damage. For a normal adult, the value of blood creatinine is generally within 133. Exceeding this value indicates that the kidney has been damaged. Once the value exceeds 450, it can be assessed as renal failure. If it exceeds 700, it is basically in the category of uremia. And Mr. Simmons' blood monitoring at noon today showed that his blood creatinine index has reached more than 1,500. Therefore, he wants to know if he is really getting better now, or even healed. The blood creatinine index is the most important reference standard. Soon, the nurse rushed over. Seeing Mr. Simmons' sudden energetic appearance, the nurse was shocked to speak. It took a long while to recover after Director Chen's reminder, and quickly collected Simmons' blood. The blood was rushed to the laboratory for testing, and the results took 20 minutes at the earliest. Just as everyone was waiting for the blood result, Simmons clutched his stomach and asked his wife Lethina awkwardly, "My wife, do you have anything to eat? I suddenly feel so hungry, I am hungry. My stomach is making sounds." Lethina wiped her tears and choked sob. "You have been in a coma these days, and your stomach is also showing signs of exhaustion." The doctor said that even the nasal feeding method of intubating the esophagus from the nose is not suitable, so it has always been maintained by infusion of nutrients. "I didn't prepare anything to eat," Doris hurriedly said. "Dad, what do you want to eat? I will bring it from outside for you." After finishing speaking, she hurriedly asked Director Chen. "Director Chen, what does my dad need to avoid now?" Director Chen said, "Your dad has been eating no food these days, and his body consumed a lot of time under this condition. It is still necessary to quickly supplement nutrients and calories, but he cannot eat spicy food." Simmons hurriedly said, "Dr. Chen, can I have some roast duck buns? It would be even better if I could have a bowl of duck blood soup." If people in Ores Hill select 10 favorite foods, duck blood soup and roast duck buns will definitely be on the list. Duck blood vermicelli is made by boiling duck blood, duck intestines, duck liver, and vermicelli. The roast duck bun is similar to the Eastcliff roast duck method, but the roast duck is used as the stuffing of buns and wrapped in the buns. Simmons was a native of Ores Hill, so he thought of these when he thought of eating something. After listening, Director Chen nodded and said with a smile, "These are all okay, but duck blood soup must be without chili peppers." Doris hurriedly said, "Then I will bring it right away." Charlie on the side said, "Doris, I will go with you." Doris knew that if she left, Charlie would stay here alone to face her parents, more or less embarrassed, so she said, "Then let's go together." Just when Charlie was about to leave with Doris, Doris's mother Lethina hurriedly said, "Oh, Doris, Wade is a distinguished guest and a great benefactor of our family. Don't let Wade run around while you buy things. There is a restaurant on the opposite side. You can buy it directly and let Wade rest here for a while, just to have a few words with your dad." When Doris saw this posture, her heart suddenly became nervous. She knows her mother too well. In the past 2 years, she has been getting older and older, and her mother has been urging her to find a partner to marry and have children. After all, in the eyes of older generations, women who are over 25 years old have to hurry up to get married. At this time, career and school are not more important than marriage. But Doris has been busy working in recent years. The rapid rise of the Emgrand Group before has a lot to do with her going all out. It is precisely because of her career that Doris is already 28 years old, but she still has no relationship with anyone, which makes her parents very anxious. Before, her parents didn't find some suitable men for her. Simmons even wanted to introduce a protégé of his own to her, but she didn't even manage to take the opportunity to meet or have a meal. Right now, Doris found that her mother seemed to have a very good impression of Charlie. Now that she wants to leave Charlie, she must want to ask Charlie some personal information, or maybe even want to test her relationship with him, by the way, embarrassing her and Charlie. So she hurriedly said, "Mom, Charlie is a young man, and there is a generation gap with you. If you can't let us go together, don't embarrass." Lethina hurriedly said, "Look at what you said, although your dad and I are a little older, we also know a lot about young people, okay?" Charlie smiled and said at this time, "It doesn't matter, Doris. You go shopping, don't delay Uncle's urge for eating any longer. I will chat with my uncle and aunt for a while." Doris was very embarrassed. She was afraid that her mother would talk nonsense or inquire nonsense things from Charlie, but Charlie himself had said that he would stay with her parents, and she had no way to continue to force him. In desperation, she had no choice but to say to Charlie, "Then trouble you to stay here with my parents, and I will be back right away." As she said, she remembered something, and hurriedly asked, "It's so late, are you anxious to go home? It won't delay you too much, right?" Charlie waved his hand. "If something is wrong, I can leave any time." Doris nodded. "Then I will go first." After finishing speaking, she asked her mother Leathina, "Mom, don't talk to Charlie. I will be back soon." Leathina waved her hand and said, "Oh, don't worry, what can Mom talk to others about? Just chat a few words, don't worry about it, go ahead." Doris had no choice but to leave the ward nervously. As soon as Doris walked away, Leathina looked at Charlie with a smile, and asked, "Wade, how old are you this year?" Leathina had a very good impression of Charlie. Not only because Charlie helped her family with a big favor and saved her husband, but also because of his handsome appearance and talent. Seeing that he is a talented man and goes well with her daughter Doris, she thought of it as an exceptionally good match. He is indeed a suitable person to be a son-in-law. Charlie didn't know what Leathina was thinking about. When he saw her asking the question, he hurriedly replied with a smile, "Auntie, you don't need to be so polite. Just call me Charlie. I will be 27 years old soon." Leathina nodded, smiled, and said, "Then Aunt will not be polite to you." After that, Leathina asked, "Charlie, what do you do?" Charlie was really stopped by Leathina all at once. "What kind of work am I doing?" I used to do house chores full-time like a woman. But now Mother Elaine has taken over most of it, but now her leg is broken, I have to help more or less. In the final analysis, I am now considered to have got rid of the status of a full-time woman like a man at home, so for my current occupation you can call me a private entrepreneur? Well, it's almost a private entrepreneur. After all, there is an Emgrand Group and a Jew-Zahn Pharmaceutical. Thinking of this, Charlie said with a smile, "Auntie, I now own 2 small companies, so I am a self-employed entrepreneur." When Leathina heard this, she smiled and said, "The self-employed are also very good. Although the self-employed may not earn so much, they are relatively free. For you young people, earning more and less is not the best. The most important thing is happiness and freedom." As she said that, she couldn't help sighing, and said, "I always said to Doris, don't have such a strong entrepreneurial spirit, you can live a wonderful life with more money, and there is no need to make yourself so tired every day, but this child just doesn't listen." Speaking of this, Leathina looked at Charlie and said seriously, "Charlie, in the future, you have to help Auntie to persuade her, let her take advantage of her young age, good relationship skills, and her ability to travel around the world. Isn't this better than making money by holding your head down? Isn't it?"